It's time to work through section 5 of your business plan, which is all about your business's production and delivery systems. So this is where you are going to be describing how you produce the products that you sell and how you deliver them to your customers. As with most of the sections of the plan, for some people this will be easy. You might have really simple processes for producing and delivering your products, and then for other people this will be really challenging because you might have really complicated systems that really need to be simplified. Either way, you're going to find writing this part of your business plan really helpful, because if your systems are really simple, then writing them down can help you to better understand how your whole business is working together, the complete system of your entire business, and it will help you figure out ways that you can improve your systems to make them more efficient and more effective so you can produce more. On the other hand, if your systems are overly complex, then documenting these systems can help you to figure out how you can streamline them to make them more efficient so that they don't require as many resources and running your business can become even easier. Okay, so let's get into this by starting working on your business's production system. So like I said before, your business's production system is how your business produces the products that you sell. So let me give you a couple examples of what a business's production system could look like. First, let's look at the production system in my own business. So my business produces online courses and other digital training. And so in order to produce these products, first I have to decide what products we are going to create. Then I have to outline the actual content of these lessons. Then I typically film these lessons. I might talk to the camera just like this, or I might create some slides and record a voiceover along with the slides. Then my team takes that content that I've created and they create additional written resources to go along with it. So for example, they might create a transcript to go along with the lessons. They might create a worksheet to go along with a lesson, or a checklist. And then my team takes that content that they and I have both created and they put it onto our course platform website where our students can access it. Now I'm gonna stop there because that's kind of the final piece of the actual production when they're formatting the content on the site. And after that, it's gonna get into the delivery, which we'll talk about in just a few minutes. And now let's look at a business with a very different business model. Let's take a seller on Etsy who sells knitwear. So they sell clothing that they knit. Well, here's what their process might look like. First, they need to decide what product they are going to create. What piece of clothing are they going to knit? Once they've made that decision, perhaps they need to get a pattern to knit from, and then they need to get the actual materials, the yarn and perhaps the specific needles or any other materials they need, and sit down and get to work. So they're going to knit the material themselves, and then the product will be created. Now they could expand their production system and make it a little bit less simple but more productive by hiring additional knitters to do more of that manual work for them. So what does the production system look like in your business? What are you creating and how does it get created? Do you do all the parts of the work yourself, or are some of the different steps delegated to other contractors or employees in your company? To complete the production systems section of this 5th part of your business plan, you need to describe the different steps that are required in order to create your product. The second part of section 5 of the business plan is your delivery system. So your business's delivery system is how your business delivers the product to your customers. For example, do you have to put them in boxes and ship them in the mail, or do you have some sort of automated system that sends your products via email, perhaps if you are selling digital products? Let's look at a few different examples of what delivery systems might look like so that you have a better idea of how to describe the delivery systems in your business. So first, let's take a peek into my business's delivery systems. Since I sell digital products, email is our primary method of delivery. So once someone has checked out and purchased one of the digital products, then they receive an email that is sent automatically through our email marketing system that contains where they should log in, as well as their username and a temporary password. They can use this information to log on to the online course platform where we host all of our training content. Once they're there, they'll be able to watch the videos and download any printed worksheets that go along with the videos so that they can work through the material and get their purchased product. And now for a very different example, let's look at an Etsy seller who sells jewelry. How are they going to deliver this product to their customer? Well, after the product is created and a customer purchases the product on Etsy, there's really two completely different routes that this could go. The first option is that they might have this process very automated. They might ship their jewelry in bulk to a fulfillment company that ships out individual orders to these people who purchase on Etsy. However, most smaller Etsy sellers are going to have a much more manual process where when an order comes in on Etsy, they are going to get a notification that there's a new order, and then they will package up their product into a mailing package, take it to the post office, and ship it themselves. So what does the delivery system look like in your business? Are you selling a digital product, something physical, or maybe you're even selling a service? How are you going to get that product to your customer so that they receive what they paid for? You can complete the delivery system part of Section 5 of the business plan by describing this system in detail. And of course, always be looking for ways that you can improve it, whether that is by delegating or automating parts of it, or by simplifying the process. So now that you understand more about what production systems and delivery systems are, my question for you is, are your business's production and delivery systems very simple, or are they fairly complex? If they are very simple, what can you do to improve your systems so that you could produce even more? Perhaps you can come up with some tasks that you could delegate, or some way that you could automate things so that you can be even more productive, produce more products, and ship it out to more customers, thus being able to handle a larger volume of orders coming in. On the other hand, if your systems are overly complex and you found this fifth section to be quite tedious, then my question for you is, what can you do to simplify those systems to make your business easier to run and more efficient? Because that too will allow you to serve even more customers. If you found this training helpful, then be sure to subscribe to my channel on YouTube for weekly videos all about how to grow your online business so that you can turn it into your full-time thing. And if you'd like even more guidance, then consider joining a startup society to work directly with us so that you can grow your business even faster and feel fully confident that you are on the right track as you do so.